Tompkins. No, he wasn't in then. Rashford?
Nope. I'll let you have 2 more guesses, so you can still sort of achieve a weird version of half marks.
Truscott. Sargentson?
Nope.
Liam Farrell?
No. Liam Farrell set up Oliver Gildart's try, but he didn't score a try himself. It was actually Ben Westwood who scored in the 2013 final, Josh Charnley who scored in both finals, and Dec Patton who scored Warrington's only try in the 2016 final. I'm just putting together a different a different question for you. If you just bear with me 1 second. 1, 2. Okay, from the 2013 lineups,
Yeah.
which of the 2 sides had more players in 2013 in their lineup that will potentially realistically be in the lineup, or at least the 19-man squads for the match this weekend? And then, which of the 2 teams from the this year? Wait, let me rephrase that question. Which of the 2 2013 lineups had more players in it that will likely to be playing in the 2018 Grand Final? And then which of the 2 sides will have more players playing in the 2018 Grand Final that played in the 2013 Grand Final? That doesn't make any sense.
Fuck.
That's a riddle. Do the first part first.
Wigan.
So you think Wigan had more players playing in the 2013 Grand Final that will be playing on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes, there were. There were 6 Wigan players that will potentially be playing on Saturday from that lineup, and 5 in the Warrington lineup. Now, which of the 2 sides will be playing more players on Saturday in their lineup that played in that Grand Final?
So the way you phrased the question, I'm going to say Warrington.
Yes. Because Josh Charnley and Jack Hughes played for Wigan in that match.
Right, yeah.
But we'll be playing for Warrington this time around.
I didn't have any clue of the question. I just guessed on that one.
Rashford, Hill, Westwood and Cooper. Whereas Wigan will have Tompkins, Farrell, O'Loughlin and Flower pulling on the shirt again. Right. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think if I went any more, we'd be going nuts. But the only player who's played in both of them. Sorry, there's 3 players that I can see. 4, 5 players who played in both of them. No. I'm inventing too many quiz questions, Tim.
Let's move on.
Yes. Recommendations. What have you got for me? What tea should I be drinking this week, Tim?
Well, actually, it's not tea related, although I did pop to a tea shop on the way, which is how I discovered this one.
We haven't had a volleyball story yet either.
No, I was, almost. I'm sure we might get one in. It's all right. I'll tell them in person
Next
to
week.
people that turn up on Saturday. So it's as I was trying to find the Bluebird Tea Shop in Bristol. I've been there before. As I was on my way back from, in fact, popping there yesterday, I found a bookshop called The Last Bookshop in Bristol, and it was absolutely brilliant because it was, they brought things in bulk in discount, and they had all sorts of books, and it was 2 books for a £5, and you could get some quality things like when cover prices were sort of 15 quid or whatever, but they were got some really good haul, got some really good design books for work and stuff, and also got some other things, and had some really good selection of graphic novels as well. So the last bookshop in Bristol, definitely recommend it. And they even offered me a paper bag for free.
Ah, excellent. Well, if anyone's down there, that's where we need to go to get our reads. I haven't got anything.
And my second one would be the 100 Club in London. Great venue. Really enjoyed that. It was the part of the Indie Days festival that they had, a mini festival across 5 days. They had the Wedding Present play another night, but by the time I found out about it, I couldn't get tickets. And there was a few others, and Steve Lamacq was the DJ on doing the DJ set, which was brilliant because Steve Lamacq is my radio god. I used to listen to him when I was first sort of doing radio stuff at uni. I used to listen to him religiously when he was on Radio 1, and
I remember listening to Steve Lamacq.
Really enjoyed. Yeah, listen all evening while I was doing the work on a whatever evening it was. Used to sit there and listen to him, and absolutely loved it. And it was just nice to finally meet him. He's a lot smaller than you think in real life, and he looks a lot older as well.
He must be old because he was not young when we'll have been listening to him when we were teenagers.
Yeah, the former Mr. Joe Wiley.
Right. Well, I've got nothing. I've got nothing this week. I had a pizza from the Living Pizza Company or whatever they're called. That was quite nice. That's about it. So you'd have to come to Living and buy pizza from them to do that. It's probably as likely as going to Bristol. Right. Next week, what have we got coming up next week? So we're going to be reviewing the grand final. Obviously, we'll be getting a fan of the winning side on. If it's Wigan, we'll try and get some other Wigan fan on as well as me. If it's Wire, then we have a few regular Wire contributors. We're also going to try and three-way it, aren't we, with the hosting situation with me, you and Alan?
Yeah.
Which is what we're hoping to achieve, because we will all be there on the day. From the women's grand final and through to the men's grand final, and maybe after. Who knows?
Yeah.
You're staying over, aren't you?
I am. I'm going up Friday and staying over 2 nights. So breaking news: Super League Coach of the Year has gone to Sean Wayne.
What?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
That's a surprise result. Is that?
That's going to be an interesting watch back then. I bet he gets dead emotional.
Well, yeah, probably.
It's not working on my app, the footage. So, before we sit around and just wait for all the awards to break, let's just wrap up the show instead. I will be doing a show this week with Gavin Willisey. I'm not sure when I'll be releasing that show out, but we'll be talking about his book, which we had a giveaway of earlier in this year, No Helmets Required. That's another book plug for Gavin.
Say that one slowly and carefully. Yeah.
And for people looking for Christmas presents for the rugby league fans in your life. Until then, we will leave you with how to find the show and share the show at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Whilst we're talking about Instagram, I need to give a big thank you to Martin Simpson, who picked up the Instagram feed for the £1 Million game on the weekend and did a fantastic job of giving us some of the context of what it was like being a Wolfpack fan. Did a fully rounded experience of that day with him and his family, so delighted to see all that on there. There was even a picture of Brian Noble amongst it all, so yeah, that was really cool. So go on to our Instagram feed to check that out. I also put a few bits on there from the women's semi-final as well. Facebook.com/Super League Pod, at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram. SuperLeaguePod@gmail.com is where you can send your audio fan reviews for the season, now that the season's done for all clubs but 4. SuperLeaguePod.com is where you'll find a blog. You'll find all the details of this episode, links to the sponsors if you want to find those. You'll also find details about how to make your votes for the sloppies. Please make sure you do vote in that. If you're listening and you don't vote, then we'll be upset. Search for the show on Spreaker, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Leaguecast, Android app, Podcast Addict, RugbyLeagueMedia.com, and YouTube, where it is, of course, audio only. And that is
throwing something else that I've just found. Jamie Acton managed to pick himself up a grade D charge in that game yesterday. The most meaningless fixture ever. He picks up a grade D charge.
Seriously?
Yeah. Intentional strike referred to tribunal. Do you think for previous they even bother listing it out and they just say, oh, hello again. Yeah, do you want to use your seat? Okay. And Fui Moi Moi has been given a grade C high tackle of 3-match penalty. So he'll have to go home this week.
That's serious, because he would have been playing for Workington in theory if he didn't have holidays booked.
If he wasn't going home this weekend, yeah.
Wow. Jamie Acton.
What's...
Yeah.
Amazing.
Any more breaking news whilst we've been talking about Jamie Acton? Because that's not breaking news, is it? That's
no, I can't get the Owl League app to actually find out where you actually watch the bloody thing. Because it doesn't... I'm clicking on videos and it's not in videos.
You have to click on the live thing, but it's not...
The Match Centre.
Yeah, no, on the...
Oh, it's taking me off to a website. It's not doing it in the app.
So it was voted for by the other coaches, so obviously Darryl Powell didn't register his vote.
How many do you think tried to vote for themselves?
Yeah, Warrington a Club of the Year, particularly based around the PDRL stuff, so we're all a big fan of that, so totally
Leeds got Foundation of the Year.
With that, which is really good for Lois Forsell, who's big involved in that, and... yeah, exciting. We're not doing this. We're going to let everyone find out the results, the normal way before you listen to this podcast. We'll catch you all next time. Please do get in touch through the week and arrange to meet us up with us on Grand Final Day. And we will see you next time on your favourite Rugby League podcast, the Super League Pod.
See ya.
You're leaving it longer between me saying pod and you saying see ya every time, and it's like...
So it's just, it's the equivalent of doing the little bonus track that people have to keep listening for.
What you wanna do, I'm telling you, 'cause I ain't gonna be made to look a fool no more. You've done it once too often, what do you take me for? Oh darling, there ain't no pleasing you. And you seem to think that everything I ever did was wrong. I should have known it